What Navan Edge is doing is actually introduced to everybody, to every business traveler that is out there, that CEO level executive assistant attached to a VIP travel agent, and the ability to deliver that seamless experience from the time that you book to the time that you are getting back for free.
You and Alon are pushing the limits on the front end of what an AI offering can be. And to me, that's the most exciting thing about Edge. It's not that the market opportunity is bigger, it's that you guys are pushing the boundaries to have the most AI-forward product in the world. All right, Ariel, you're launching a new product today that the team is super excited about.
Yes.
Tell us all about it.
What Navan Edge is doing is actually introduced to everybody, to every business traveler that is out there, that CEO level executive assistant attached to a VIP travel agent, and the ability to deliver that seamless experience from the time that you book to the time that you are getting back for free. Business travel is very, very complex. It's rare that you're just flying to New York from San Francisco. You're flying to New York and then you stop in London and you come back, and it is changes, and it is very, very complex. And this is why CEOs, for example, like me, when they're traveling, they have a VIP travel agency attached to NEA that constantly making sure that what was booked is right. If something happened, it will get changed, and to the level that the car and the restaurant and everything will be personalized. The vision there is, I'm flying to London and do everything automated for me, like from A to Z, the hotel, the flights, the cars, the restaurants, all of my calendar for this week, and just highly, highly personalized and amazing.
The way people used to manage that travel is employees would just
Do whatever
be
they
on
want to.
United or Delta,
Exactly.
book their hotel, and then they'd go to Marriott and book, and then they'd submit expense reports.
Exactly. It's extremely problematic for the companies, but also for the employee, because business travel is not a vacation.
Right.
You will book one leg with this airline, another leg with that airline, because you need to be in two cities. You will have this hotel, that hotel. So try to change it. And business travel in our platform, people are changing it at more than 30% of the time.
Wow.
So if you need to change a lot and you booked you send your employees to book something here, something there, and something over there, you'll waste a lot of money, because not of everything you'll be able to change, but also you're wasting a lot of time. But the problem was that nobody served that market, because if you looked at this industry, gross margins in this industry are 40 to 55%. And that assumes that I'm paying you a lot of different fees.
Yeah, so it wasn't profitable for the traditional travel
To even go after
to even
this
go
market.
after them. So that leaves this whole segment of the market basically unserved.
This segment of the market is only available to us.
And how big is that segment compared to the served?
So this is where I'm very excited about Navan Edge. So you have the enterprise, you have the SMBs, and as we launch that thing, we've discovered that there are individuals that will come to our platform, will sign up, and will want to start to use us for their business travel. So these are business travelers that maybe are working for companies that are not managing it all, but they want better service or one place to manage it all. These are people that are working for companies that are managing travel with a legacy system, but they're not happy. And in the industry, there is this term, they are going rogue and booking outside. We estimate it as the majority of the market. And the really exciting thing for us is, because I want to serve every business travel that is out there globally.
Yeah, this is not just a replacement of travel management companies. We're
Not
going
at
to
all.
do that because we have a better product and better service. So the market is super focused on playing defense against AI for companies like Navan.
Yeah.
This to me is sort of Navan going on offense.
Yeah.
Tell us about how that changes the mindset inside the company.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think 3 years ago when Gen AI was introduced, we immediately saw the opportunity to basically meet our vision. The reality is that people want to talk. When you're changing your hotel's booking and you're adding a night, removing a night, you have a lot of questions. Like, people, when it comes to travel, they have an anxiety level, they care about it, they care about this connection. So usually what people did, they've had kind of a technology combined with travel agents. That's what we did. A technology like Gen AI really allowing us to take this entire service, understanding of the customer, growing faster, delivering more stuff to our users and customers in a much more scalable, better way. So it's almost like you asked me about offense and defense. I'm actually excited about it. I think AI, if before that I was kind of certain that we're going to win, now I'm 100% certain that we're going to win, because we know what our customers want. We know how to deliver it for them. and we can now do it way faster.
Yeah. And I think the most important thing of what you just described, or at least the way I think about it, is you and Alon are pushing the limits on the front end of what an AI offering can be. And to me, that's the most exciting thing about Edge. It's not that the market opportunity is bigger, it's that you guys are pushing the boundaries to have the most AI forward product in the world.
We always, this company was always mission driven. And throughout the years, there was COVID, there was some recession in tech. Now there is this huge opportunity with AI. All of these things, we were never confused. For us, it was never about an LLM or about machine learning or about some button in the app. It was, is that thing really good for our customers in the context of our mission? By the way, this thing that is happening with AI is actually exciting because it accelerates our vision. But everybody needs to remember, and we are always reminding this to ourselves, travel disruption is actually really hard across the board, not just in business travel, across the board. The infrastructure is extremely complex. But the other thing, travel is nuanced. People are very emotional about it, care about it. They don't want to be on the wrong airline or the airplane that they're going to miss or the wrong hotel. Understanding their needs is extremely nuanced. It's on a customer level, type of enterprise, type of employee, type of everything. And this is what we've kind of learned in the last 10 years. And by the way, still learning. Yeah, and that's why it's actually very hard business problem.
Yeah, I think it's an enabling innovation for us because on the one hand, you have others who have the plumbing and infrastructure, like some of the large incumbents, but they're not going to be able to embrace modern AI, and they haven't at all. I want to shift gears to the sort of stuff that is consuming the market, which I see examples online every day of vibe-coded AI apps that can do things like call a restaurant on your behalf to make a reservation. How is Edge different? Is that going to be the way that people book travel in the future?
Yeah, I think that Edge will become the standard of how people are doing, not just booking travel, of doing anything in the context of their business trips. It's how you plan the trip, and the help that we know everything about you when we are creating the match.
Right.
It's the inventory that we have. Nobody in the industry has the inventory on the level that we have, and in a global level, something that's super hard to create. And then all of the support when you're on the go. So when you ask me about vibe coding, we are excited about vibe coding.
Because our velocity can get so much
The
faster.
velocity is great, but you need to know. It's not like, you're gonna...
You need to know what to build and how to
Exactly, you need to know. And I think that Navan earned over the years the right to win because we know our customers. We know how to sell to these customers. On the enterprise level, it is super complex. We know how to support them after, also on a customer success level. But we now, and this is where vibe coding or cloud code or these kind of things are exciting, it allows us to get into businesses way faster using the infrastructure that we've created here.
Yeah. So basically, the way to think about it is, it has accelerated our ability to serve with cutting edge, amazing product on the front end, but on the back end, we've built all this infrastructure and trust over the years that it's very hard to replicate.
And that's the reason that I think that we will become the standard of how people are doing travel. I love to wake up in the morning and kind of imagine in my head the two people like Elon and I are sitting right now in some garage and want to kill Navan. That's what drives us. So I actually love it.
Right.
And to your point, it is hard.
Yes.
Okay, you need to raise a lot of money. You need to create all of this travel infrastructure. You cannot vibe code it. You cannot AI it. It's a combination of business development, understanding, hiring certain type of people, doing several M&As. Very complex. But when I wake up in the morning, what I'm afraid of is not that Amex will figure out AI. What I'm afraid of is that startup with two people, but because I know it's doable, we did it. Yeah. So the startup with two people is sitting right now, looking at Navan as a kind of something that they want to replace. And I love it. I actually love it. I want competition, and I want smart competition. I want good competition. It's actually what drives us. So now when you look at Navan and you look kind of under the hood, everything is growing super fast. Yeah. And we see huge acceleration there, like in net new sales, in adoption. A number that we reported in Q3 was 40% growth on GBV. So if you think about it, that means that there was 40% more activity on the platform in this quarter compared to last year. So it's really, really exciting to see. I have two hats today, right?
Yeah.
I'm running this business that I think that is doing really amazingly.
Yeah.
And you saw it on our Q3 result. And on the other side, this is a public company, and you have a share price, and you're being graded every second. And you're being graded on something that in my mind is completely irrational right now, which is this headline, software is dead.
Yes.
Right? And I don't know the headline. I know that technology that was introduced 3 years ago is actually going to take this company to the next level.
Yes.
With the ability to support our travelers. And you and I kind of chatted about it, and we compared it to COVID. In COVID, I thought that it was a legit claim to come and say, hey, maybe people will not come back to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, people got used to use video conferencing, and they'll never...
At least at that time, there was observed behavior. Which was
Exactly.
people not doing it. And so you're like,
Exactly.
well, maybe that will just be the future.
Exactly. Now you don't see that.
Yeah, that's not the
something-
case.
No,
The
no.
fear,
So-
the fear is not what's actually happening.
Exactly. So back then, actually, I thought that people are wrong about
Yeah,
their assumption, but I respected it.
Yeah.
Here, I see actually the complete opposite. I see more people are using Navan. Ava, which is an AI chatbot, supports more and more with higher satisfaction. Because of this technology, I have an ability to release the best product that we've ever released here, which is Navan Edge, that will really, really nail every use case that business travelers want. And on the other side, I'm getting this headline, everything is dead.
Yes.
So this is mind-blowing for me.
Yes.
But you know what? And this is also what I'm telling, obviously to myself, but the employees, the management team, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because execution matters. We're going to keep showing who we are. We're going to keep showing that more and more and more people, companies, business travelers are defaulting to Navan. That's really what is happening when I'm saying we are growing very, very fast across the board. Basically saying we're becoming the default. That's what I'm saying. This will happen. And the other thing will resolve itself because it's so not rational that it will just get resolved.
Ariel, we are so passionate about this topic. I love the topic of AI. And most importantly, I am so excited that you're pushing the limits of what AI can do for the broader business travel universe.
Yeah, so thank you. It was fun talking with you, like always. And it's actually fun having you in the journey pretty much from the beginning and through these massive changes and to have your support. So it's amazing.
Thanks.